I'm taking a little video here with Alex Jones. And the reason I'm meeting with her today is because my 2020 goal is to purchase my own home. However, there's so many questions I have, so I think it would be helpful for you to answer them for both myself and all of my followers, just in case you guys had any questions as well. So my first question is, when should I meet with the lender? If I'm ready to buy in March, what should I start doing and when should I meet with the lender?
It's never too early to meet with a lender, I'll say that. It is sometimes too late if you're trying to get into a house. A lot of times people will come to me when they're like, my lease is up next month, I want to buy a house, and I'm like, we got some work to do. So, like I said, it's never too early, even if you're 6 months or a year out. It's probably a great time to kind of just check and make sure all your ducks in a row. And I always say, let's go through a full application, look at where you are right now. If you like it, great, then we'll just keep doing what we're doing. If you don't, we'll create a plan to get to that point.
How much should I be saving for a down payment?
So that depends. There are programs out there, there's down payment assistance programs.
Okay.
So that sometimes you can walk into a loan and put nothing down. Every different program has their pros and cons. So you might have a little bit higher payment if you're not bringing anything in,
okay.
Or if you're able to bring in your own money and your own savings, you might have a little bit lower of a payment. So there's lots of just different, give and takes on everything. But the minimum down on a conventional loan is 3% for first-time home buyers, and then on FHA it's 3.5%. So that's really minimal if you really think about it. I mean, we were just talking, your tax returns, if you're getting $5,000-$6,000 back, that's the down payment on like a $200,000 house. So
what are things I can do today to start improving my credit score?
So my question to people when they tell me they have bad credit is, what is bad credit to you? Because you don't have to have the perfect 700 FICO, 800 FICO, and most people don't, to be honest. So you can go all the way down to like a 550 if you put a lot of money down. We want to at least usually get you above 600 as kind of the threshold of where you're going to start seeing better pricing. It's not great pricing below that. But there's always things you can do. And sometimes it's a really quick fix of like, hey, pay off this credit card $200 and your score will go up 40 points.
Okay.
Sometimes it's going to take more, we might have to remove things and work with maybe a credit company to really go in depth. So it just really, again, I kind of joke that like, you can't like know how to deal with like your weight if you don't get on the scale. You don't want to look at it. You don't really want to get on the scale, but you can't deal with it until you do.
Okay.
So it's kind of the same thing as we've got to pull credit, and I have simulators that we can see what to do, where to put money. If you have a budget of, okay, I have $2,000, I have $1,000, should I pay this off or should I pay that collections? There's lots of things that we can play with, and sometimes people don't know that you can. Sometimes paying a collection might actually drop your score. So there's there's always these little things, and it's super counterintuitive, and until I run it through my systems, we don't know.
So it's best to just meet with a loan officer and they'll tell me the best ways to do it for my situation.
Yep.
So how do I know what I can afford, and how do I know what I can qualify for, and what are the difference between qualifying for something and being able to afford it?
Sometimes those are one and the same, but very often they are very different things of qualifying versus affording. So I don't usually even max out what people qualify for, because there's no reason we want to be house poor. Just because you can afford a $2 million home doesn't mean we should all be spending our money for, 5-10 grand a month on a home. So my first question is usually, what's a comfortable monthly payment for you? And then we're gonna match a purchase price to that payment and then adjust from there. So then you'll be able to kind of know if I'm looking at, the comfortable is $1,500 a month to me. And then we're gonna see what that purchase price looks like. And then that way when you're Zillow dreaming at night, looking at houses, you know what purchase price you should be looking in rather than higher or lower.